Does a hostile atmosphere, because it's probably going to be that, does a hostile atmosphere worry you?
As long as I'm there with my team, we're there together, there's no worry.
Fight fans, welcome back.
As you saw from the fans, the atmosphere was wild tonight, and it got even more wild.
Pugilistic pressure is enough of a burden. But fighting in front of friends, family, and familiar faces is another demand entirely.
And this man here has just sucked the atmosphere out of this arena.
Here we look back at a collection of crowd-silencing nights where scorecards could not save a humbled hometown hero.
That's the thing, Adam. When you beat these fighters in their house, their fans aren't particularly happy about it.
Because a pair of ferocious fists became the judge, jury, and executioner.
No! Here! No! The right has finished it! There was only going to be one winner. Money team! Money team! Hey! Oh my goodness.
I'm Smitty with unbeaten James Kirkland. He takes on, let me see if I can get this guy's name right, Nobuhiro Ishida on April the 9th at the, can you say that? At the MGM Grand.
Unbeaten and wildly exciting, Texas Tornado James Kirkland was firing toward world class.
27 victories with 24 of those wins by knockout. Originally from Austin, Texas, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Here is the Mandingo Warrior, James Kirkland.
A prime Las Vegas card slot against six-time beaten Nobuhiro Ishida would showcase Kirkland's prowess.
Kirkland, 27 years old, coming back. This will be his third fight back after 18 months in prison on a gun rap. Ishida is a Japanese veteran at age 35.
Kirkland's supposed to beat the hell out of him.
Used to his own early finishes, Kirkland was floored 3 times.
Quick counter right inside and goes down.
5,
no one expected that.
6, he is hurt.
7.
And turned into a single-round showcase himself by the Japanese veteran.
James Kirkland has been knocked out. This is the most shocking thing I've seen in 25 years of calling fights, because I frankly did not believe the Japanese fighter had a chance.
The referee did, to me, what I call a bad call, because even though I was ready still to fight, he countered the fight, you know what I'm saying, and stopped the fight.
Does a hostile atmosphere, because it's probably going to be that, does a hostile atmosphere worry you?
Making the first defense of an IBF lightweight crown he'd won by shelling Jose Pedraza. For some, Gervonta Davis remained unproven.
We f***ed Pedraza up. We f***ed him up with ease.
Yeah, I ain't no Pedraza, I can assure you that. He definitely doesn't warrant the attention he's getting. You know, he ain't Mikey Garcia, who's come through 3 divisions, and he ain't Lomachenko, who's gone through 2 divisions.
I don't think he'll make it past the 6th round.
A cross-Atlantic trip to face unbeaten Liam Walsh in the copper box would offer more insight.
How much do you think the fans are going to be a factor in this? Because, you know, I mean, hey, they're not going to be in the ring, but there's going to be an awful...
Gervonta Davis! Davis falls short with that attempted backhand left hand. That's a nice right hand from Walsh, who's dead side the target.
Once he worked out Walsh's moves, Tank dropped the axe in phenomenal fashion.
He looks as though he's gone here, Walsh. One more and it's all over, he stopped it. And Gervonta Davis is still the champion. Money team! Money team!
He said and asked me, at some point, Tommy's gonna hurt you.
WBO heavyweight championship fight.
And he asked me, what you gonna do?
Prepping for a 1993 Lennox Lewis super fight, WBO champ Tommy Morrison's Oklahoma homecoming was supposed to be a tune-up.
Tommy Morrison himself wants this fight. I think he thinks he has to beat a fighter like this to prove to himself that he can take on a boxer like a Lennox Lewis.
Underdog Michael Bent had other ideas.
Keep your hands up. Because at some point, as he's going in for the kill, he's going to make himself vulnerable.
Weathering the Duke's initial storm, Bent dropped Morrison 3 times.
Morrison is down! He jumps into the first round as Tommy Morrison is knocked out!
Silencing the crowd while blitzing Tommy's best laid plans in under 3 minutes.
I I'm happy, like, you know, in that moment, like, you know, that Tommy disregarded me to the degree that he did.
Really depends on how the fight, you know, it turns out, you know, round by round. But I'm ready for anything, either boxing or brawling.
Prediction.
Fans are going to get a treat.
Fans are the winners.
Fans are the winner for sure.
Riding high on a world title run at super bantamweight, undefeated Abner Mares entered confidently in California with his WBC featherweight strap.
Everybody involved in the boxing business think that I'm done.
Beaten 8 times, Mexican puncher Johnny Gonzalez was desperate to win back his old title.
He said he's looking to make a statement, possibly by knocking you out. What are your thoughts about that?
That's good. I mean, the best that he comes, better for me.
Duro play limpio, toca los manos, pone suerte.
Gonzalez is ranging in there. His legs look good for 31.
Dropping Mares twice, Gonzalez scored a stunning first-round KO upset.
Llegué, siempre me hicieron de menos, toda la promotora ya estaba haciendo otros planes y yo nada más me quedé callado, dije, espérense, todavía no termina la pelea, ¿no? Y aquí están los resultados. Yo creo que no es bueno adelantarse porque todo puede pasar.
Can I just say, he's right in front of me and I can honestly tell him that I'm going to knock him spark out. I'm going to knock his spark out.
Nassim Hamed on the brink, he hopes of capturing the hearts and minds of the American public.
You might get knocked out.
Let me tell you.
In your hometown.
Naj had a great performance.
New York.
An American debut for England's latest boxing entertainer, Nas, brought a world title, extravagant ring walks, and brazen confidence to Kevin Kelly's New York back garden.
But I think that is the sort of pressure he's under. They're going to go against him right from the very start, so he's got an awful lot to prove out here.
Kelly was solid, Hamed spectacular.
I got more knockouts than you got fights. When I hit you with the first punch, you're gonna know what time it is.
The two southpaws provided thrills, spills, and multiple knockdowns before Nas turned the lights out in full. A major stateside statement.
I wanted to make it look exciting for everybody, so I had to take some shots, but I give my shots. Now, I took his, but did he take mine?
Amir Khan will be looking for an emphatic win, this time preferably without scares or dramas, but don't rule it out.
After capturing the Olympic hearts of a nation, terrestrial TV star Amir Khan entered the Manchester Arena 18-0 and riding high.
This is the point where he's going to catapult himself into that world mix. If he slips up here, credibility's gone.
Even though I'll get put down, I'm straight back up and I go on to win the fights. That's the main thing, you know. I've got a heart, you know, and I have got a chin.
A trainer change and ill-advised choice of Colombian puncher Bradis Prescott brought an air of the unknown.
Round one. Amir Khan has got this new trainer holding him and he's hurt.
A minute of thunderous action later, Khan's career was in carnage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause. He will be back. Amir Khan!
Well, we hope so, and if he does come back from that, it will be some recovery. Thank goodness he's all right.
This is very much home for Danny O'Connor. He won 4 Gold Glove titles in this very arena. He told us yesterday his second amateur fight ever was right here in this arena when he beat Mickey Ward's nephew.
Determined to avoid gatekeeper territory, Gabe Bracero tentatively traveled to Danny O'Connor's Massachusetts stomping ground.
He's very calm and collected coming in here.
The card stacked with local favorites, Bracero was determined to make the most of his headline slot.
And being that it was a home crowd, that home crowd was going to put me on a defensive mode that all it was going to do was take the beast out of me. So I already knew from the beginning that all the pressure was going to be on him.
O'Connor leaned in, and light-punching Bracero snuck around the side to unload a chin-checking right hand of career-changing proportions.
And going down, Bracero has tipped out. O'Connor, it's over. The
Gabriel Tito Bracero.
And it ended much quicker than anyone would have predicted.
What are you trying to fight, Texas?
Oh man, you know
what
what?
you want?
I would love the opportunity to humble Adrian Broner down. That's what I would love.
I am really looking forwards to this because you just know that the big hands are going to go.
Why are you taking such a risky fight like Zhang? Because he's legit one of the best heavyweights in the world.
A high-stakes heavyweight humdinger saw Joyce put his world title aspirations on the line in London against China's Zhang, a hard-hitting, fast-handed southpaw.
Punches on the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
Big shot from Zhang. Oh! Joyce in a lot of trouble. Well, that's something you don't see very often at all.
And the referee is taking Joyce over to the neutral corner, and the doctor is being summoned again here.
This finisher found his range and Joyce's available face to close Joe's eye and ruthlessly close the show.
Joyce, he stopped it.
Not many gave them a chance, but their man Zhang, the big bang.
What happens if you fight Tyson Fury? What happens?
Yama.
Same thing.
He's had some bad decisions in the past, you know, so I know he's going to come and he's going to try to leave it to the judges' hands, and that's what I'm going to do, you know. I'm not going to leave it to the judges' hands. I'm going to go in there and seriously hit him.
Following a contentious defeat to Warrington, picking up the IBF title 2 years later fulfilled Kid Galahad's belated world dream.
And the new IBF featherweight champion of the world.
As long as you tell me you give me the opportunity, I will make sure I clean up this division.
Well, the opportunities will be there.
That was until hard-punching Kiko Martinez came to the Kid's Sheffield patch.
When you look at it stylistically, will it be the Bull versus the Matador?
What do you have to do to beat Kid Galahad this weekend?
Kiko Martinez.
A real chance here for Galahad to impress in the way that he promised he would.
It's too good.
Kiko Martinez avoiding some of these jabs, ploughing forward.
Brushing aside an early cut, the Spanish upsetter knocked down Galahad and annihilated him a round later.
All right, come on, look at that.
Everything had gone the way of Kid Galahad until a highlight reel right now. And another one. And this time it is all over. Two pinpoint right hands.
We expect him to come and look for us. I mean, he's in the Lions' Den. Charlie, you know, we couldn't ask for any more. He's a London kid fighting at the O2. But we're expecting Casimero to come early. He loads up, he can punch a little bit, but we're going to box him.
A huge world title opportunity in Charlie Edwards' London backyard against an opponent who had been dropped and stopped in the past. It appeared to be mission possible for the single-digit novice.
I've looked at Casimero and I really, really do believe that I'm going to take that title away from him, and I'm going to take it in style.
IBF flyweight champ and Filipino fireball John Riel Casimero had alternative plans.
What is your prediction for the fight?
I think I give a good fight.
I'll translate that for the media. He said he's going for the knockout. He'll be inside 6 rounds.
Casimero's actually getting up to him closer, a little bit earlier than what I expected.
Big uppercut, and Edwards felt that, and that's a breakthrough there for Casimero.
Charlie felt the power difference in a round 10 twist.
He's more powerful, stronger, and in charge, and look at that.
Casimero can punch. He's up. Still to this day the hardest puncher I've ever been hit by.
Oh, beautiful shot. Can he recover from that? I don't think so. Steve Gray holds it. It is over.
John Riel Casimero.
And in closing, you're fighting again in Liverpool. How important is it to you to fight in front of your home fans?
I'm savouring these nights because these are probably go down as the best nights of my life when I'm walking out in front of 9,000 screaming people in the Echo Arena all wanting to win.
Transitioning from domestic warship to genuine fringe world-level operator, Olympic medalist David Price received a hometown Liverpool assignment.
First top American heavyweight you're fighting. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? It's a tough fight, you know. Tony Thompson's a definite step up in class.
We got the 2012 Prospect of the Year according to ESPN, and we got a 41-year-old, so I agree with you, Mark. That's probably the stat that jumps out to me.
Wily southpaw Tony Thompson arrived after a second pounding by Vladimir Klitschko, but refused to become a stepping stone for the next generation.
Tony Thompson said that fighting in his opponent's backyard would motivate him. He said he wouldn't be fazed by it, not one bit. Well, he is getting a hostile reception. Thompson said that he would be the stronger man and that from the southpaw stance he would boss this fight. Right, well, we'll see.
In just 2 rounds, Price's fragile resistance was broken forever.
Yep, it's exciting times in this heavyweight division.
Oh, goodness me! He's on jelly legs and it's been stopped! It's all over! Well, we wondered if he was washed up. There's your answer. And Liverpool is just stunned.
And one of the things that normally happens when fighters come to places like Belfast for the first time is there's a chance they could be spooked by the crowd and the atmosphere, but Lopez has done this, so I don't think it's going to faze him in the slightest.
A vital second chance after a late round collapse against Lee Wood. If a home crowd in Belfast couldn't propel Michael Conlan to world title glory, what could?
You're going to shock him tomorrow night.
I'm just going to school him tomorrow night. It's going to be a masterclass.
Step forward, IBF featherweight champion Luis Alberto Lopez.
I have prepared for everything and for the best Mick Conlan. I'm just here to end the fight early.
Well, lads, you both know the rules, so let's have a good, clean fight, okay?
Street fighter against technicians. Will Conlan, as he says, be able to outbox this man?
The Mexican's unorthodox moves and crunching uppercut.
Conlan's in trouble. He staggered back after that right uppercut, and here comes Lopez.
Left a devastated Conlan flat on his back, distraught.
And the towers come in. He's gone straight in. They've said it's on, and Conlan is beaten.
Lo voy a despedazar, entrar a su patio de su casa, voy a destrozarlo. Vengo con muchas ganas de pegarle como nunca le han pegado.
Yeah, massive fight. Mauricio Lara, very highly regarded. You know, he's dangerous but also reckless, and that could be his undoing.
Maturing into a solid world champion, following a career resurgence, Lee Wood's home soil return to Nottingham was about to be dealt a hammer blow.
So we're underway. WBA Featherweight Championship of the World, and a fight that both men insist won't go beyond halfway.
If Mauricio Lara wins this fight, he's God in Mexico.
It's a punch. Oh, big right hand from Lara.
Known for his blitzing of Josh Warrington, Mexico's Mauricio Lara soaked up early pressure to dramatically turn the fight on its head in round 7.
Right hands like that one there. I'll tell you what, Lara looks a bit unsteady on the legs, and Wood is working well. Well timed, but...
Oh! 10 seconds to go, and the towel comes in from Ben Davison.
This is going to be a great fight, and let's, all you people in Knoxville, don't get too overconfident. Ace is telling that to John, because Mike Weaver is a hell of a fighter, a courageous performer, and I'd like you to meet now the #1 contender who will say a few words to you, Mike Weaver.
Making a maiden homecoming heavyweight title defense, unbeaten Knoxville native John Tate was on the cusp of a Muhammad Ali money spinner.
Well, there's all kinds of talk whirling in the heavens about the winner of this one going against Ali.
Well, right now I got my mind pulled on Mike Weaver.
This has not been a distraction, all this talk about Ali?
No.
We're very fortunate to have Mike Weaver and his manager come this far for this fight and come into the lion's den, as they may say.
Mike Weaver! John Tate!
A heavy favorite over unfancied Mike Weaver, Tate was ahead on the final session cards. the challenger requested some divine intervention, which arrived in the form of a stunning 15th round knockout.